my name is Miss Cater, and we're going to do some math games together today. Go ahead and get your pattern blocks so that we can get started. We are going to begin pattern block triangles. To start, we are not going to be using any of the tan rhombuses, that's what these are, or any of the orange squares. So take a moment to make sure your tan rhombuses and orange squares are bye-bye. Okay, I'm ready to go. Now that I've removed those, I'm going to try to do my best to make a triangle. I'm going to try to build a triangle with just 5 blocks. Watch me first, okay? So I'm gonna get 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna 4, 5. Oh, that's not a triangle. I'm gonna switch that one out. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I made a triangle with 5 blocks. It's your turn. Go ahead and pull 5 of your pattern blocks out and try to make a triangle. You can stop the video to build. Just remember to press play when you're done. Welcome back. Here is the triangle that I built. You can see that I have put my shapes together to make a triangle. Now I'm going to count them to make an equation. So here's 1 green triangle plus 1 yellow hexagon. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 2, 3 trapezoids. So I'd write 3. Now I've made an equation to match my triangle. 1 plus 1 plus 3, which I know equals 5 because we used 5 shapes to build. Go ahead and write an equation to match your triangle. Do that now. If you need to, you can pause the video while you're writing your equation. Just remember to press play when you're done. Now it's your turn to try this with 10 pattern blocks. Remember, take a breath and do your best. See if you can make a triangle with 10 of your pattern blocks. Feel free to pause the video and press play when you're done. Welcome back. Here is my triangle I built with 10 pattern blocks. It probably doesn't look the same as yours because we all have different brains. Just like before, I'm going to do my best to draw an equation to match my triangle. So I'm going to start, I see I have 2 trapezoids. So I'm going to start with 2 plus, I have 2 hexagons plus 2 plus, how many of those green triangles do I have? Can you count them for me? I counted 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to write plus 5, and then I have 1 blue rhombus in here, plus 1. This is my equation to show my triangle. 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 equals 10. It's your turn. Looking at the triangle you built, write an equation to match it. When you're done, press play. Do you think it's possible to build a triangle with only 2 of your blocks? What about with 3 or 4 blocks? How far can you go? We're going to practice that together. On your paper, I'd like you to write the numbers 1 to 20, leaving space so you can write an equation next to it. So I'd write a 1, and then a few finger spaces, 2, a few finger spaces, 3, all the way until 20. Go ahead and do that now. And when you're done, remember to press play for the next part. The big challenge I'd like you to think of is it possible to build a triangle for each number from 1 to 20? Or is there any number that you won't be able to build? You're going to build triangles and then record them as equations to match. You can see me making a triangle right here. Try to build a triangle for each of the numbers 1 through 20. And as you finish, oh, this one's tricky, write an equation. Whoa, here we go. I almost got it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. Whew. Here's my triangle. Now I can write an equation to match it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red trapezoids plus 1 green triangle. So I would write this equation next to the number 6. Okay, it's your turn. See how many triangles you can build that equal 20. You can pause the video to get started doing this. If you get stuck or you want a tip, you can come back and press play to listen to a little tip from Miss Cater. For right now, go ahead and stop the video and try to build your pattern block triangles. Oh yeah, and one tip before you go to help your brain. As you're doing this, think about how you can substitute or trade a block for 2 or other blocks that might fit inside it. For example, this triangle in front of you has a hexagon, but maybe I want to trade it out for a different shape so that I can use more shapes in my triangle. What would I trade it for? Trading our blocks will help us, and you got it. One way I could trade my blocks for different ones is to pull out my hexagon right here and actually trade it for 2 trapezoids. This changes my equation and allows me to use more blocks. Remember this, mathematicians, as you try to build triangles with all the numbers 1 through 20. Off you go.